Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 15th of July. Now, if you are new to my channel, I talk a lot about the awakening process and I also talk about the current energies that are happening globally. So stay watching, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I'll just get started and we'll see what comes up. Now I'm getting really turbulent times ahead. So these next few months leading into up to September are going to be really, really turbulent. They're showing me the tumble dryer and things are just going round and around, and I think we could all agree that things are going around and around all right. But this is that really turbulent energy of people's I talked yesterday about people feeling a bit sickish and squeamy in the tummy and with worry, fear and anxiety. This is the kind of stuff that's really starting to come out now in these next couple of months. Probably not with us. If you're watching my channel, we've managed to find this more peaceful and calm way of being, but this is the people waking up. They're going to be exposed to a lot more truths and a lot more facts. And there's going to be a lot more facts and a lot more evidence coming out in those next few months leading up to September. It's almost like what they thought. I talked about yesterday those conspiracies sort of coming to fruition with the little balloon messages in people's minds waking up, but they're going to actually see things for themselves now, and this is great. We need them to start to see things for themselves, to know that it's real, because of course they don't think any of this is real. I'll just see where else we go. Yep, I'm getting it. People can't be herded anymore. These governments and these parliamentary leaders, I always talk about the cattle being herded into the gate, and the government's trying to herd people back, but it's saying that these people can't be herded anymore. They're too spread out. The people that are waking up have now spread out, and I talk about this, that they're kind of on different levels in their awakening process. Some are at that point where they're really seeing all of this garbage. Some are more focused on how do I get off the jab wheel. Some are more focused on, oh my God, where's my finances going? My business is going down the tube. So these people are all waking up because of not only different reasons, but they're at different levels in their soul awakening process. And we talk about this a lot here on my channel. So I'm definitely getting that the cattle have spread too far and too wide for them to sort of gather them all back in. They're trying very hard. We know with the B5 variant and all these other things, that monkeypox, you name it, it's all happening. Oh God, it's just endless. They're trying to really corral and get all these people back. Or like I said in my video the other day, they're mustering the cattle. All the government leaders are on their horses and they're doing their mustering, and they're trying to get everyone back. But the guys are saying people are too spread now. There's too much separation in these people. I'll just see where else we go. Because I keep saying it and the guides keep saying it too. People don't want this anymore. They're pushing it away. Not all. We know there's a lot of people that are still wearing their masks and like being absolutely ridiculous. But a lot of people are pushing this away now. They're starting to see that this is becoming a real narrative, like a broken record that's stuck. It's kind of and it keeps repeating itself. It's like when the needle gets stuck on the old records, not the new ones, because I don't think anyone even, well, some people have records from the vintage shop. They've sort of made a bit of a comeback, but when your record used to get stuck because it was scratched, it'd just keep going around in a loop in the same spot. It's almost relating to that tumble dryer again, things just going round and round in the next couple of months. But this is what people are wanting to do. It's showing me on an old-fashioned record player, them wanting to lift the needle up and put it onto the next song because they're sick of the tune that's playing at the moment. And that's good. We need these people to be sick of the tune that's playing, because it's a very distorted tune. I'll see what else we get. And this is a message for all of us. If you're watching my channel, the message is don't give up. Don't give up your cause. Don't give up your fight. Don't give up your freedom, which we know most of us won't. Don't give in and don't cave to this absolute stupidity and nonsense. Don't worry about what they're pushing out, because we're not involved in this anymore. We know we're not involved. We've moved so far away from this. They're showing us as those little specks in the distance high on the mountaintop with our flags. I've talked about that before. All you people who are watching my channel, we've pretty much removed ourselves, and we're looking at all of this from afar, pretty much from a 360-degree angle. If you think of a mountaintop, you get a pretty good view and a pretty good perspective of what's really going on. And it's almost like the people waking up on one side of the mountain, and then on the other side of the mountain where we're standing in between, we've got the WEF, the WHO, all these global elites that are making all their money, Bill Gates and Fauci and everybody that you could possibly think of. We can see all their plans they're implementing over here. It's like the visual they're showing me is like this big smart city with all its lights on, all the grids all connected, and it's this new world, which we know they called it the New World Order. Not what we call it. We call our New World Terra Bella, which is up here on the mountain enjoying our own little space and freedom and our good view of all this, like watching the show. So we've got the people waking up here, us in the middle on the mountaintop getting a good bird's eye view of everything, but all the time staying detached. And then we've got all this garbage and nonsense that's rolling out over here, which unfortunately the people waking up can't see unless they start to get over the hurdle, which is probably the mountain. I'd say they're on a different mountain. It's not really our mountain. We'll take claim to that. They're not going to get on that. We don't want to be around when they're waking up and they're angry and all their pain bodies rise up. We've got to steer clear of that. So we could say that they're on a little different kind of escarpment over there. I'll just see what else we get today. See, we've been very fortunate. We've been very fortunate that we saw a lot of this early. So a lot of us didn't go down that road. We didn't even step onto that road. We actually stepped completely off it and went on a different road. When this first started rolling out, we had this knowing, and I talk about it all the time here on this channel. And look, it doesn't matter if you've joined my channel in the last few weeks. That's great. We embrace everybody on this channel because we have all got off at different times on the path that they were rolling out. We got off very early. Other people have got off further down the track. Other people started to see things weren't going in the direction they wanted, so they got off. So a lot of people are it's showing me like people peeling off the road and going down a little side chute or heading down towards the creek to find that calm place again. Like, these are the kind of images the guides are giving us, that a lot of people are getting off this path. We know a lot are staying on it, and you know, that's their journey. For some reason, some people might be meant to stay on that journey, and that's something we have to accept. Like here, I talk about my sister and my mother completely on the journey. They think I'm completely crazy. Sometimes you think you're completely crazy. I know you guys probably do too. We've all been through that when we're experiencing the craziness. But that's what I'm kind of getting today, that these people are still veering off the path. There's a lot veering off now. They're going, nah, you're not taking me down that road of tyranny and dictatorship and living like communist China. No, a lot of people don't want it. They don't want their businesses going under. They don't want to lose their farms. So we've got people branching off into these like other roads. They come to that fork in the road and they have to make decisions. I talked about it the other week. These people waking up are starting to come to their forks in the road, which is their awakening process really, but it's them making a decision to turn away from government. I'll see what else there is today. Oh God, I'm getting that song. They'll be dancing in the streets. And oh God, we could almost relate this to Sri Lanka really, couldn't they? Because I tell you what, I bet they're dancing in the bloody streets. Their Prime Minister, I think, just resigned. Is it David Bowie? Who sings this dancing in the streets? Oh, I can't remember. I'm really bad at knowing who sings what songs, but I know the songs. So that's the song for today. There's going to be dancing in the streets. And I think we could look at that as really positive, because that could mean some elation. And this could be globally. I'll see if I can get anything more of this. People want to stand up. They want to rise up. They want to have this joy again. I keep talking about these people want that spark and happiness back in their life. And it's just not been there. It's not been there for a good nearly 3 years. We've managed to find it, but we've found it in different ways. But I'm definitely getting this dancing in the street. People want, and we know that people want to have a win. They want to have a win. Look at the Netherlands. Wouldn't it be brilliant if they could just jump off their farm trucks and all be dancing in the streets? Or is it Mick Jagger? I don't even know who sings it. Sorry, guys, I'm so hopeless. I think it is Mick Jagger, actually. Is it the Rolling Stones? Anyway, let me know down below. You know the drill. I'm not very good with these things. The guides just give me stuff, and sometimes I just can't think of it. So they want, this communication, and people want to get back to connecting with people again and feeling alive inside instead of being downtrodden and squashed and told that you've got to do whatever we say and we're the best ones to provide the information. People are seeing through it and they want to be dancing in the streets. I'm definitely getting that today, so maybe there's a message in that song that we need to listen to today. We get a lot of music on here, but like I always say, it's about vibration and keeping us upbeat, I know a lot of you have little dances in your kitchen like I do sometimes too in my little stereo. I plug in my Bluetooth, and when I'm cooking I'll have music playing. We find the joy in the little things, so that's why I do get a lot of music on here, just to give us those few minutes of taking us somewhere with our thoughts and our energy. I'll just see what else we get. Yeah, they're just saying like Sri Lanka has provided a really good visual to the world. Sri Lanka has shown the world, you can do this. If we can do this, you can do this. Now, my husband and I were talking last night, and we were talking about how gutless Australia is and how no one stands up. When we stood up in the beginning, there was thousands and thousands of people stood up, but you think about the whole of Australia, that's probably not a lot of people, and they're very gutless. And we know that's fear and anxiety and doing all the right things and being rewarded as usual. But this Sri Lanka, they stood up and they fought back and they've had a win. And I think that could actually start to send, it's showing me like the ripple effect on the water. So it's showing me that Sri Lanka, it's like Sri Lanka threw the rock and then it rippled and waved out to other people, because other people are starting to think, well, maybe we could do that. If we all stood up and we really, not necessarily stormed their houses, but if they stormed their parliament and in a safe way, not like America, that sort of got out of hand, or so they tell us. We don't really know what the truths are, do we? Of course, everything's hidden. But I'm definitely getting that people are starting to get this ripple effect, and they're starting to see that they could make a difference if they stood up. God, the Netherlands is doing a great job over there too. They're highlighting to the rest of the world what is coming next. And we all know about the eating bugs, and that everybody needs to become a vegan and eat these fake meats, and that everybody needs to hand over their farms to government so they can get control of everything. And then they turn it into climate change, which we know is just ridiculous. But they're highlighting, and I know you guys here, to farmers and things, everybody's starting to see that hang on, where's all this going? What do you mean they're going to take the farms? People are questioning these things. We've had tons of floods here, so it's easy for the government to actually blame the current flood crises due to climate change, of course, not cloud seeding or anything like that, that they've actually caused the big vegetable shortage. Yes, you can't buy a lettuce here in Australia. You can hardly buy a lettuce. It's a miracle if you can get your hand on a $12 lettuce. Oh, it's absolutely absurd. People aren't seeing this. They are. They're veering off the road. They know this is just beyond stupidity now. And I tell you what, the price of cars here in Australia has gone nuts. We've been looking at cars lately. I'm sure it is the same where you are. They've doubled in price. Even second-hand cars. It's absolutely crueling people to the point they're forcing you to do things, but then no one can afford to do those things. And the cost of living's going up. So where's all the balance in that? There is no balance. It's all just going to government. This is how it's going. We're getting lower and lower and poorer, and they're getting richer and richer. I say it, I think, every week on here. I'll just see if there's any closing messages today. Don't give in. Keep up the fight. This is for you guys watching my channel. We're strong. We're very capable. We're able to make very good decisions and very snap decisions when we have to under pressure. We won't be ruled by government. We're not going to allow that to happen. So if you're going through times, I know in Canada it's very trying for you guys over there, that you feel like you could become very overwhelmed by a lot of the things coming at you, just keep your composure. That's the key. That's the gift that we have. We have this ability to keep our composure even when everything is falling around and collapsing. And they show always that big tornado going around. They show that we're like in the middle, and we're that calm centerpiece of the storm. We have this way of finding the middle and protecting ourselves and just staying in the center, which they call the eye of the storm, where everything's quiet and silence. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Stay there, or you can stay on the mountaintop too. That's always very safe. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I'll hop on and do another video in the morning. And I will say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the like buttons. Please comment. I love talking to you guys. You know that I do. I love our little chats. It's just great to have a little community. And we are family, as my last video song was. All right, I'll say goodbye. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. Bye. Bye from Australia.